Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Behind the Group podcast. I am DJ Keo.
And I am Basil Barrington, and we are back with Foundation Season 3 finale, episode number 10.
Yeah.
The darkness, that's what it is now.
Mhm.
We're not doing IMDb, dude. This is the finale, right? The
Yeah, that's
darkness.
blockers.
Dude, this
Yeah, yeah.
joint, wow. What do you, first of all, what's your overall, take on the finale?
I liked it. Like, we're still doing tens, right? Across the
Yeah.
board. I thought it was great. We were talking about this offline. Like, I think the reveal of the real Mule, that was kind of fascinating, but like I kind of
Mhm.
saw it coming.
You saw
We
that two
talked about this.
episodes back.
Yeah, we saw a couple episodes back. We were talking about that. I don't know if we talked about on the show, but offline for sure we mentioned
No, you
it.
spoke about it online.
Yeah, oh yeah, sorry, we did do it online.
Yeah, you were like,
Uh,
yo, and I was like, what? Really?
yeah,
Beta? Beta,
yeah.
really?
I saw that thing. I was like, all right, that makes sense. When she's in the
The
hospital, the hospital infirmary,
yeah, with with
she
um
was
with
in
with
there,
Dawn.
and
Hmm.
yeah, she told that dude it's enough, and he was like,
Yeah,
I think it's enough. I was like,
yeah.
that's
Because he
kind
was
of
going
weird.
at it, and and she said, I think that's enough, and he was like, oh,
Yeah,
okay,
he did
that's
like,
enough.
oh, that's
That's
enough. All
enough.
right,
That's
yeah. He
enough.
walked away like, I have enough.
But you know
That's
what?
kind
But I'll say this, and I said this offline. I was like, yo, okay,
of.
so okay, first of all, what do you think about Beta as the mule? The mule is supposed to be crazy powerful, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. What do you
So
think about her as the mule?
first of all, I think she was faking that she was being sick or whatever from the null field. I think she
Hmm.
was faking the whole time. I think that's all BS. Uh, but her being a mule, I think it's fine. Like I know people purists, the mule's supposed to be a guy, whatever, whatever. Like as far as the purism standpoint from the books, whatever, I don't think that's a big deal anymore. Like it is what it is. But I think her being the mule is fine. But it's interesting because she has the husband, the guy with the hole in his shirt, this entire time, and he didn't know. He's like, dude, what the
He has
hell?
a
Like,
whole. That was like, I was like, what is? He has a weird voice too. It's just like it's almost like
yeah,
he's trying to act. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. He's doing too much. But like
Yeah.
this guy he's been married to this chick for a minute, and he's like, oh, you're the mule? What the hell? Like, dude, sometimes you don't know, man. It's always the person next to you. You don't know. So, like, as far as her being a mule, I think it's fine. She's an okay actress. Like, I think it's fine. I'm not appalled by it or like, oh, this is the worst thing ever. Like, it's okay as far as storyline goes. Because Gail is supposed to be a dude too. So, like, all right, whatever.
I'm gonna give you my take on Beta as the mule
Mm,
and just the mule whole the whole. Like we were talking about the mule since
mm,
season 2, right?
mm.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Okay,
been a
so
minute. Yeah.
this is, the way they gave it to us, the way they presented it was like this is like the end all beat all, like this is going to be the battle
Mm,
of all battles. Planets are going to be joined. It's going to be like a galactic, battle and
yeah.
everything else. And then you have this mule that I'm gonna call him the goofy mule because you know how I feel about
Overacting
people. Yeah,
mule.
it's just like, dude, it's just like, okay, you're having fun killing people. It's just like, really? We know
Mhm.
what's gonna happen to you. We know what happened to Tell him. We know
Yeah,
what
yeah.
happened to the fake mule. And here's my
Mhm.
take on the mules, just the mules, right?
Okay. Yeah, mules and pearl.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, that whole sort of setup was kind of like anticlimactic because Gail just
Mhm.
like took over both of them. She was like, whoop, 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 that's it.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
over,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, and so even though she was like, Gail was like, yo, someone else is in my head, the mule
Mhm.
is not dead, right? She already knew it
Mhm.
because, she had programmed, Magnifico, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. It was
they
kind
had
of,
a
like,
backup plan,
I'm
right?
18 steps ahead of you, like, kinda thing. Like,
Yeah.
alright.
So I was like, okay, so with the fake mule, she just like, okay, she was like, I'm gonna get him in my place and then, I'm gonna cut his throat. And
Mhm.
that's what she did, right? And then the other mule, that was like the real mule, it was just the music. And then she took over and she was like, get the F out of me, right? And that was it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
And
I mean, like, that
the mule
sequence when
scene
she
was
jumped out the
over.
thing.
The
Yeah, yeah,
mule
the
scene was
sequence
over.
the sequence of her jumping out of the space station, which is absurd on its
That was it
face,
was
right?
pretty dope though,
And then
wasn't
jumping
it?
into a space, it was mad cool though.
Yeah,
I
I
liked
was
it a
like,
lot.
yo, you know what? Listen, I'm telling you, right? I remember like season one, I was like, I don't know
Mhm.
about Gal. I don't know about
Yeah,
her.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I'm
No,
saying?
she's improved dramatically in the
Dude,
last
season three
season.
Gal,
So much better.
ruthless.
Cause
Ruthless,
you
right?
the first one, she's kind of whiny. She's like that girl from a Halo, and she's
Right.
like screaming, crying all the time, like, oh my god, like, but like
Juan. Quan. Her name
she's
is
improved.
Quan.
Yeah, yeah, Quan. She's improved tremendously
Mhm.
in the seasons. Like, but like again, like for me, as far as the show goes, I like the foundation stuff. I like Harry stuff, but the Empire is the best part of the show. It's always been the best part of the show.
Dude,
But
listen.
it's not even close. But hands down, the
You
Empire with the robots and everything that's going on with that side of the planet with
mhm.
Trantor, that was the best part of the show. The stuff with the mule was interesting, but when we got to Empire and all that stuff happened and he blew up the all the clones and everything, I was like, sign me up for 5 more seasons of this. Like,
Dude, I told you, I was like, I said, Dusk or Darkness,
mhm.
he's not going anywhere. He has the
Yeah, yeah.
machine, he has the ship with the like, the
Mhm.
planet destroyer. He's not going anywhere. And
Why
oh
would he
boy,
leave?
and
Like,
and oh boy came and he was like, he said he was thinking about the whole thing. He was like, you know what?
mhm,
These clones, this is
mhm.
it. We got to get rid of these clones. And the other thing we have to do is get rid of the baby. That's the thing that's feeding all the whole genetic dynasty, right? The baby.
Yeah, yeah.
And then the other thing we have to do is get rid of Demerzel. Oh, and speaking of Demerzel, the Emmys are tonight. So I read the
Mhm.
nominees list, right? Nothing about Foundation, nothing about like Laura Bryn,
That's a
nothing.
shame, man. This lady, what's her name, Laura?
Laura
She's
Bryn,
been cooking from
cooking,
season
dude.
one, day one. It is the travesty that no one's even recognizing her. I don't know if it's because it's on Apple
Mhm.
or because of what, but like it is a travesty that she's not getting any awards or anything because she's the best part of the show
How did like
by far.
let me ask you this. How did like Day get all the way from Micah Jen back over to Trantor?
I got questions.
You know?
All throughout the season, they have the palace teeming with people. They're all over in the background. They're fixing clothes. They're doing
Mhm.
ironing stuff. They're doing all of this guy walks in the palace. There's nobody there. It's empty. Like you ran out of extras for the show.
Well,
I
I
don't know what
mean,
happened.
even if he's still the Empire. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
still
Like
like
I
Day.
know he can walk through the front door and like, oh yeah, you're
Right.
back. All right, cool.
Right.
Like I get that. But I'm just saying, like, there was nobody for his scenes when he walks back. There was nobody there in the palace. The palace was empty.
No one else,
There was no one in the background. There's like 4 people there.
Yo, and so Dusk or Darkness. I mean, the whole Darkness thing started when he like blew up, like when he killed the council,
Mhm. Yeah, he's been
Maiden
darkness
and
for a minute.
Luminous, and I was like, okay, it's when once he did
Mhm.
that, when he did that, I was like, that solidified it to me. I was like, he is not going anywhere, right?
Yeah.
Nowhere.
Yeah.
But just getting back to like what was going on, on Terminus and on the ship as well, right? Um,
Mhm.
you know, Dawn is still there.
Yeah, he's still there.
He's still there.
He's surprisingly, he's still alive. Like,
Right.
I
And
don't know what he's gonna do though.
remember if you remember like when sort of Day got all cut up and shot up when he was having,
Mhm.
when he was betting Demerzel and they threw him in this pool and it like just completely, saved him everything,
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
wounds and everything were gone.
Mhm.
If Day came back to Trantor, they would have a way to fix his
Yeah, they could
legs.
put him in
Mhm.
a thing and he'd be good to go.
Yeah, he'd
Like
be
they could
good to
start
go.
the dynasty back with him too. Like they could do a bunch of stuff. But I don't know where this is going because I don't think Day makes it back to Trentor. I think he's stuck out there with them. Because Foundation's pretty far away. It's not nearby. Like so like his storyline I think is on that side of the universe,
I
I
mean,
guess.
you definitely have to slip jump, to you have to fold space to get to Trantor, basically. You know what I'm
Yeah, yeah.
saying
Well, like
from
they need
Terminus,
to whisper ships to get back, but
right?
like I think his storyline is going to be on that side of the universe. I don't think he's going to get back over there.
So do you
And
think that his legs will get fixed, or you think he'll be
I
in a
don't think so,
wheelchair or
man. I think
something?
he's gonna handyman's gonna be out there in the space wheelchair, and that's what's gonna be.
I don't, man. I don't listen. Nope. I have predictions, but I have
Okay,
something
all right.
about Ben.
We
You know
get
what
to
I'm
our
saying?
predictions.
For
That's one
real.
of my predictions.
So, oh
Dave's
boy.
stuck out there.
So, yo, I did not even know there was like this tower of like, other clones just waiting to come down when another one is ascend. It's just like
Yeah,
boom.
they're
I'm
ready
just
to
like,
go. The process is to put the brain the information back in the body,
right.
and then you're good to
That is
go.
crazy. So I was just thinking, like, okay, is this these three? But then up top, he was just like, boom. And I was like, and then, dude, how all the
Mhm.
bodies came out. This is the goriest scene
Yeah,
I've
that was
ever
kind of
seen.
wild. Yo, his body
Dude,
parts like, ugh.
yo, this is the goriest scene I've ever seen on an Apple TV program, ever.
Yeah, it was
You
kind
know
of
what
like
I'm
they had
saying?
blood and guts, man.
Yeah. So
Literal
I was
blood and
just
guts
like,
everywhere.
wow. And it was just,
That was kind of wild.
that was wild as anything. Okay. And so now we get to
Mhm,
I'm not going to even call this the finale. But he knew that Demerzel,
mhm.
her directive was you cannot just,
You gotta save
do
the
no
baby,
harm.
man.
Got to save the
Baby's
baby.
most important.
You got to save
Most important.
Empire, right?
Yeah, day and night don't matter. Say dusk, we don't need to worry about you. Gotta save
Yeah.
the baby.
Yeah. And so, you know, Darkness knew exactly what to do. He had it all planned. He said, and
Mhm.
Demerzel even said it, she said he played it perfectly.
Yeah, she's like, I gotta save the baby. I can't do nothing about it. Like, what do you
He
want me to
played it
do?
perfectly. And so again, what he wanted to do was, first of all, let's get rid of this ridiculous genetic dynasty. One,
Mhm,
two,
mhm.
let's get rid of this robot because she's actually the one who's
Well,
controlling
the
us.
the robot would have ended this thing with him, so
Yeah,
he had to get rid of her. Like, there's
right.
no way he could keep going. She would have
Exactly.
stopped it.
And he was like, okay, now I am in complete control. I killed my
Mhm.
brother. you
Kill
know,
everybody, man.
he
He
was
killed
just
all his
like,
brothers.
yo, Demerzel told me you had your nanites removed. Is that correct? He was
Mhm.
like, yes. Like, good. Boom. I was like, whoa,
He was like, "Wow."
dude.
Turned gangster.
Okay, tell me what you think about the robot head that Day brought back. Tell me what do you think
Okay.
about that whole scene?
I think Demerzel connected to that other robot, and her consciousness is in the old robot or the other robot. That's what I
Hmm.
think.
Hmm.
Yeah, you didn't even
Wait a
think about
minute.
that,
Wait
did
a
you?
minute. Wait a minute.
I
Oh,
think
hold.
there was a connection, and I think she beamed her stuff over there, and it's in that new the older robot head.
Okay, so check it out. So when the robot activated the robot head, it was like it basically said it connected with something,
It connected with something
right?
when he left the room because like I don't know what to do with this thing. And it just
But
started. The
but
lights came on.
yeah, right. So but when the clasp was accepted,
Hmm.
Callie was like, it's not from Demerzel, it's from something else. So if something
Well,
was
yeah, I don't
transferred
know.
there, but you know what? That's a really, wow, that's fascinating. I was thinking something totally different when it came to Demerzel. So you're
Mhm.
saying that because what? Do you think Demerzel is going to be recreated or something or what?
Well, I think this is my theory, right? And
Mhm.
this is wild speculation right now. Nothing to do
Okay.
with the books or anything. I think Demerzel did the Apple CarPlay over to the the robot
Mhm.
or the other brain thing, and I think that if Callie and whoever that robot was decide we're gonna go over there and help or whatever, they may make her a new body, and then Demerzel will be in the old body skull and with the new body, if that makes any sense.
You
Like they'll
know,
redesign her body.
okay, so you know what? I actually thought the same thing. I thought that um first of all, I had been saying this since season one.
Mhm.
Demerzel is not the only robot. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, yeah, we agreed on
And
that.
she is
Yeah,
not
we
the
agreed.
only robot. Okay,
Mhm,
people. And so here's the other thing. I think that, yes, she will be
mhm.
recreated. Demerzel is not going anywhere. If you get rid of
Better
Demerzel,
not be.
do we even have foundation if you get rid of
Bro,
Demerzel?
she's the best part of the show, man. If you
Come
got
on.
rid of her, I'm
You know
like,
what I'm
"Ugh."
saying? You can't get rid of her, right? So she's here, right? So I think she's going to be recreated. Now,
Mhm,
Callie,
mhm.
is Callie a robot or what?
Yes.
She's a
Callie's a
robot.
robot.
She is a robot.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
a
But
robot.
Callie's also in the Prime Radiant or whatever thing is called.
Mhm.
So like I got questions and confusions, but
Did
I
Harry
guess
know
we
she
gotta
was
wait.
a robot?
Yes.
He
Oh,
did?
that's a good question. Maybe I don't know.
Okay,
That's the
that's
problem with Harry. Like Harry seems
that
stupid and smart at the same time.
mhm.
Like I don't know what he's thinking.
That's episode number 4 or 5 from season 2 when he actually went there and he visited her
Well,
for the
he
first
beamed.
time.
She basically beamed his body into something else and left.
Yeah.
She gave him a new body and took him out there.
So we know
So like, I don't know what
exactly.
the
So
hell
she
they
has
did.
those sort of powers. So we know she can do this to Demerzel. Yeah, I think first of all that robot that was that cyborg or whatever that was standing next to her, I was just like, whoa, this guy, like, man,
Well,
he
that's an
was
old
like
school
about
robot, man.
7 feet tall, and I was just like, wow. So
Mhm,
so Callie, man, she's first of all, she's a pretty she's a pretty interesting character for one, because
mhm.
she played it so well.
Yes.
I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
it's just like she's like someone's trying to she said someone's trying to contact us, as in
Yes.
robots, us.
Well, she believes that Demerzel doesn't have the ability to do it.
Right.
But if Demerzel jumped from that body to the other body, then she would be able to talk to her again.
Well, that yeah, something may have been transferred there. Speaking of Demerzel, though, there was
Mhm,
one part of the show that actually I welled up a little bit, dude.
mhm.
It was when
Fair enough.
Demerzel was being burnt, when she was being
Yeah, yeah,
burnt
that was
out.
rough, man. Yo,
That was rough,
that was
right? And the
hardcore.
reason, like, I welled up a little bit because towards her like finale, of her
Mhm,
dying, she yelled out, right? And I was just
mhm.
like, wow, that was just like, dude, that right there just blew me up, right? And I was like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
okay, why is she yelling? Is she
Mhm.
yelling because she couldn't fulfill her directive, right?
It's a great point.
Is she yelling because she will never be free? You know what
Also a
I'm
great
saying?
point.
Because,
Is
dude,
good point.
when she was like, when all this stuff was happening, she was
Mhm.
crying. Like when Day gave her a head, dude, she was
Yeah,
crying.
she was yeah, you see her tearing up,
Right.
like
So I was like, yo, she's getting emotional. She was crying. Tears were coming out of both her eyes. Then as she
mhm.
was dying, she was yelling as if like, yo, it's starting to hurt. Or, I couldn't save the
Well, I mean, like,
baby. Or,
her whole purpose for being is to save the baby, like, that's
yeah,
it. That's the
so
whole
I'm just like,
purpose.
but again, is she crying because she really can't be saved now? She can't be free because she's
That's
burning up.
possible.
So
Yeah,
I'm
I mean,
just
that's
like,
possible too. I don't
that was
know.
like, yeah, so that was the thing. I just didn't know why she was crying, but you know what?
Mhm.
I think we're gonna find out because, well, before I even ask you that, I was gonna ask you about like what do you think about like season 4, but before I even ask you that, right?
Mhm.
Day is gone.
Yeah.
Darkness has complete control. Complete
Every time
control.
we hear darkness, I think of Charlie Murphy, boy. This
You
is
know,
so
darkness has complete control.
yeah.
Dawn is still alive on Terminus, right? He has
Mhm.
no legs, but he's still alive. Now, I think that,
Technically alive.
you know, Dawn will make his way back to Terminus. I mean, Trantor, right?
You think
And he
so?
will be next in line.
Well, he's gotta take over, man. He's gotta fight to take over because dusk or evening or darkness, he ain't doing nothing. He ain't letting up he's not gonna let anybody just take over. That's not gonna
No, he's
happen.
not. I mean, like, I'm saying, like, Dawn, if he did come back to Trantor and got
He
fixed up
got
and
murder his
everything,
brother, man.
he will be next in line. I mean, Darkness is pretty old. You know what I'm saying? But those nanites
Yeah,
may
yeah.
be able to keep him alive for a really long time. Who knows, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, dude, I want to ask you now about some predictions. Do you have any predictions based on what we saw? We just watched with season 3 going into possibly season 4, which we're
I
gonna
have
get like 2 years from now, by the way.
yeah, I know, it's gonna be a minute before we see the show
you
again.
know?
Uh, I have a theory. I think that there's a bunch of robots on the moon.
Mhm,
A bunch. A lot. I would say a large amount.
mhm.
Enough to start a global war. I think that's what's gonna happen. I don't think that I don't think it's just Callie and whatever that robot that was
No,
just standing there behind her looking cool.
no,
I think there's thousands, hundreds of
dude.
thousands of
I,
robots there, and they're ready to go. That's what I think.
yeah.
And they're just chilling, waiting. Because the other thing is that, like, so Callie's basically implying that they got their own plan, and they're like they think it's go time now because everybody's weak. So
Mm.
that's a problem.
So,
That would be very interesting if they actually do some kind of robot galactic war. That would be cool. I would like to see that.
yo, not to cut you off, but like
Mhm,
one last part, like two things, right? Like they were on Earth's moon, right? So they're
mhm.
like, and we know Earth is not that important, like in Foundation, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so they're there. So and that's an old that's an old military base. The moon is an old military base. So and
Mhm,
Callie said that someone's trying to contact us, not just them two, just like, hey, it's just
mhm.
us, just on the moon by ourselves, I believe
Yeah, I
you.
don't
I
think
think that's
us
true. I think
too.
they're
I think it's
like
way more.
because you know robots like got away. You know what I'm saying? So now
Yeah.
speaking about robots, right?
Mhm.
When Quint went down to the library and gave old girl the triangular book, and then she was like, "Welcome to the second foundation." What's that all about? I thought Ignis was the second foundation.
No, because remember they told them to get out of Foundation. Like they had to leave because
Oh,
they think the
right,
mule would find out.
right, right. That's
So
why.
the
Oh, that's
best place to
true,
go
dude.
is
That's
Trantor is the
so
best place to
true.
go.
Okay, I'm sorry for cutting you off. What are your other predictions?
So I think that the mule thing is not over. Well,
Hmm.
obviously, I don't think the mule thing's over. I think that's gonna get that she's gonna basically take over more planets with her love zombie thing, whatever she's doing. Uh, I think that now that you know who it is and it's more clear exactly what's happening. I think the taking over by murdering people and yada yada do all that stuff. I think that's gonna be different now. They're gonna have to do different ways to get people to fall in line and follow her. So I think
Hmm.
they're gonna probably have a better storyline for her now that you know it's her.
Hmm.
I would say that I think there's gonna be the three factions battling because this had nothing to do with books anymore. We've deviated a lot, so I
Hmm.
think the robots are gonna show up, and I think that that Trantor or the Empire is gonna have to battle Foundation because like Dusk is darkness is basically
He's
he's
crazy.
all out war right now. He's a
Hmm.
crazy madman, so they're definitely going to war. He's gonna go to war. So that's why I think that there's gonna be a full on space battle. Now that's what season 4 is gonna be.
Mm.
Space battle and robots. Which
I
I'm
think
all for. Sign me up. That's everything I like. So
Yo, listen. I think here are my predictions. I think
Mhm,
we spoke about this twice where we said, hey, you know what? Maybe they have a lot of runway here. They can create a season
mhm.
where they're just talking about Cleon 1, right? Or they can create a season
Yeah.
where they're talking about the robots. I think season 4 is going to be mostly about the robots
Yeah, 100%.
because we
100%.
now know, and we also know that you're gonna see Demerzel up there, and it's like, oh, here she is, but she's gonna be free. She's not gonna, you know,
Oh yeah, that's add that to another prediction. Demerzel gets a new body.
right.
She's still good to go.
She's gonna get a
I
new body,
add that.
exactly.
Yeah.
Um, Now, when it comes to Gail, I think
Mhm.
Gail is like so cunning, so ruthless. the way
She's
she
becoming
played,
more
the
and
way
more
she played
likable, I gotta
Harry.
be
She
honest.
played Harry, dude. She played
No, that's
Harry.
what I'm saying. Gail is becoming more and more likable because she's ruthless. I'll say
Yeah.
that. Go on back to your thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, literally she is because, she kind of killed it this season. She kind of killed it this season,
She
dude,
got better. I'll say
She
that.
got
A
better for
lot
sure.
better.
So yeah, I
Mhm.
think like the whole robot thing is going to happen. I also think that Don will come back to Trantor and he will be
Mhm.
next in line. Because
Okay.
remember, like Dusk kind of likes him. He built him a weapon. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
Dusk
we built
also
to
is
give
not
it
going to
to
let
him.
someone get in his way either. So if he had to like, blow him up, he would. You know what I'm saying? For
Yeah,
real.
I think so too.
I also think that if the transfer, is very interesting because I was thinking something totally different. But if there is
Mhm.
a transfer, then the directive also transferred, right?
Mhm.
So
Yes.
If she does come back, right?
Mhm.
With those directive, then she's going to rebuild the genetic dynasty. We still have Cleon 1, so you can still like get something from him, right?
Did he get rid of one? I don't know. He
No,
look
he
he blew
do he
the
walked right past
past
them with the
one.
baby. He walked right past them with the baby.
That's right. So wait, that's what I'm saying. Like, if why would he leave Cleon one there? Like, you have to get rid of the original source code. If you think about it.
Who knows, man? But that's what I'm saying. You know, this joint is like so interesting. It's like you have to
Mhm.
think about if that's really true or not. Now, when it comes to the mule, I think the mule thing is over. I think that's over because again, I think that they
You
had to
think it's
kill
done?
it. Well, yes, and I'll tell you
The
why. Because
storyline?
they
Okay.
had to kill a story. Look how they killed the story just for Gel to like
It's
get rid
kinda
of
like,
both
man.
mules. It's just
Yeah.
like me personally, I'm just like they're not going to start that back up. Look how they just like off them on the show. They were just like, boom, we cut her. And then next thing you know, like Magnifico is playing like all the beats and got all twisted and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah,
just like,
yeah.
no, the mules are gone, dude. The mule, like, I
I don't
mean,
know. I
I
think the
think the
mule's still
mules are
there. I think the
gone.
mule
They
story I
have
think the mule storyline is still there.
the mules have no power. They had no
Mhm.
power, right? I
Mhm.
mean, to convert people so that they feel love and then
Mhm.
take over planets. I mean, like, but why? Why are you taking over planets? What are you doing? What are you trying to
Mhm.
do? Are you trying to save humanity? What is it you're trying to do? I mean, like, all these people have love in their head. It was
Mhm.
just a this show. Obviously this show got tens across the board, but the mule
Yeah.
premise was kind of goofy. I have to admit it. It was kind of goofy.
Well, the problem with that is, like, it's an important part of the books. Like,
Mhm.
it's a giant part of the books. The mule storyline, like, it's a big deal in the books. So, I can't think they can get rid of it that quickly.
They can
There's more
bury it.
stuff that happen.
They can go someplace
I'm just
else.
saying that there's more stuff that has to happen
Yeah.
with the mule as far as how the books go. But,
Oh,
like, they
really?
deviated from the books anyway, so I don't know.
Right. So based on this show, the
Mhm.
mule is done. Look how they got rid of him, dude. They just offed him just like that. You know. Now I
Yeah,
will
but,
say
like,
this.
she's the beta is the real mule, so I don't
Right.
know.
But I
Beta's
will
still
say
alive.
this. I don't know if Beta is dead or not, though, either.
I don't think she's dead. I think she's still good to go. Everybody else is still in the room. Gail just jumped out the window and then and bounced. Like,
That was dope, man. That was dope. So those are my predictions, man. I really think that
okay.
Demerzel's gonna come back. I really like, dude, your
Mhm,
theory, you know, that's kind of interesting, you know, but
mhm.
it makes technology sense though, too, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So woo, if that's the case, but that would mean that she still has those directives.
Mhm. Yeah.
But
Yeah, yeah.
Callie,
Oh, for sure.
Callie is really interesting to me, man. She's also pretty good looking too. I was like, wow, okay, I didn't know she was this hot for real. But
Like, "Alright, dude." Yeah.
for real, man. And then Gal and whew, I'm telling you, man, this joint is gonna be crazy. It is gonna be
Mhm,
crazy. We are talking about Foundation season 3, the finale, episode number 10, The
mhm.
Darkness. Keo, what are you gonna rate this joint? Give me your
Oh,
rating for the episode and just the season
the
overall.
episode was good. Like, it was really good.
Mhm.
You're right, like, the stuff with the mule, it was kinda, like, meh, but, like, the foundation part of the show was phenomenal, man. That
Yeah,
was great.
yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
I was glued to I had to rewind it. I watched it twice. Like, it was great. That stuff with Foundation's amazing. Um, I think that for the show for this show is obviously a 10. I think the season overall, I give it a 10. It could be easy be like a 9.5, but I'm gonna say a 10. I just round it up
Mhm.
to a 10. I liked it. There was a lot of stuff that was really good, and it kept you on your toes and interesting, especially because if you had an idea what's supposed to happen in the books, like they kind of changed it up a little bit, so people who don't know anything about it, they're not missing anything. And people who've read the books, whatever, like it keeps you still interested in what's happening because it's just slightly different.
Mhm.
I like the show. Like I'm a big fan of the show in general, like because space, man. Anything in space, I watch. Um, but I like the introduction to how they did with the robots. That I think that was great. I the Gale storyline was good. Foundation storyline was better,
Mhm.
and so that's why I give it a 10 easily. Well, what
Yeah.
about you? What do you call it? What do you think?
I'm giving the show a 10. The 10, even though the Mule stuff was kind of climactic,
Mhm.
I'm giving it a 10 anyway because it added to the whole
Yeah.
episode. The season, I actually agree with you on the season, like a 9.5, but I'm gonna give it a 10, you know.
Mhm. Yeah.
There were some things that, you know, that seem kind of out of whack. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And the whole the emotions that Demerzel had, the robot had, which she never
Mhm.
like exhibited, really
That was
in season
fascinating.
one or even
Yeah.
season two. Like season two a little bit, you can see stress, but
Mhm.
yeah, so it's 10 all the way around for me, man. It's this is a pretty amazing show. This if I can give episode 10 100, I would, because like you said, the Empire storyline, this may be like the
Phenomenal.
best episode where the Empire storyline was just like so fascinating and just like so
Yeah.
crazy all over the board, you know what I'm saying? Before we get out of here, man. Okay, so
Mhm.
for season three, give me your top two characters who just killed it for you.
Ooh, season 3. For 100% Demerzel, we gotta start with that. I think Dusk was probably number 2 as far as, like, amazing characters, like, stuff like you see him on screen, he's riveting. He was doing a lot this season, man. Because last couple seasons, like, he's there, he's around, but, like, he did a lot this season. Like, it was pretty much the whole show was focused on him. You didn't notice it at first, but, like the stuff with Day was just a hippie. They're calling him dude the dude.
Mhm.
He's just doing drugs, hanging out, whatever. Like, so his storyline wasn't as important, but like Dusk's storyline was phenomenal as far as what was going on. So that's what I'm saying. Like for me, it was a big deal. I liked it. So
Yeah.
Demerzel number one, Dusk number two, and everybody else is like a close third for
Mhm.
me.
So it's really weird because I was trying to choose who was the number one out of three for this
Hmm.
season. And the three
Yeah.
are Demerzel, obviously, Gale, and
Hmm.
also Day. Right. And the reason why I'm
Okay.
saying Day is because they they gave like just think about like his acting prowess, right? He was Empire, he was a king, he was doing all this. And now in season 3, dude, it's like a totally different movie for him. He's like he's
Yeah.
acting on in a totally different movie. Look at him. I'm
Yeah.
just like,
Yeah.
wow, that's like how we flipped it up. And the other weird thing, or I should say cool thing about Lee Pace, go to his
Mhm.
Instagram page, man. This guy is like a fashion icon, dude, for real. I mean,
Dude, I like Lee. The first time I
yeah.
really saw him
Mhm.
was, I think, Guardians of the Galaxy. It was a
He's
minute. Like, the
he's
first time
really
I
good.
seen him, like, it's like, "Oh, this guy's good." And, like, everything I've seen him since then is like, "Oh, this guy's a good actor." So,
Yeah.
I like him. I like that he's in this show,
Yeah.
and I hope that they use him better for the next season.
Yeah. So I'm gonna give I think they will, because he's gonna be back
Mhm.
too. I'm going to
Right.
give my number one character is Demerzel. Demerzel is she's dude.
It's not even
Some
close.
give her
Not
an
even close.
award, okay? And
You give it damn it, give it a award.
my number two is Gail. Gail, like really, dude, she
Mhm.
is in charge. She is in control now.
Mhm.
She said,
Yeah, she
there's a
stepped
second
up.
foundation. I'm in charge. Follow me.
Mhm.
And I was just like,
Yeah,
she's in
yeah.
charge, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Um, she really stepped up. She really impressed me this season, man. I'm telling you.
Mhm.
And I was just like, wow, okay. And she is so conniving. She is so cunning. She is she is so like, man, she will do whatever to, for foundation, and you
Mhm.
got to really sort of applaud that.
Mhm.
I really wanted to give her like the number one slot, but Demerzel, man,
Yeah.
it was like a soap opera with her, man. I'm telling you, I was just like, wow, she's really good. She is really good, man. So Demerzel, number 1, and Gail, number 2 for me. And honorable mention will definitely be Darkness, because he is bad, dude.
He was
Darkness is
great.
bad.
Man, he's great.
Telling you, man. Another great season from our foundation. Well, there you have it. Thanks for checking out another episode of the Behind the Groove podcast. I am Basil Barrington.
I am DJ Keo.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And until next time, peace.
All right.